For many working families in the U.S., the au pair program has been a popular and affordable child care solution for those willing to host young adults from around the world.
But the Biden administration's newly proposed changes could make the practice prohibitively expensive for some families who rely on it. Here's ABC's Alexis Christoforous.
Yeah, can you guys set the table?
The Griffin family of Houston, Texas says having a live-in au pair care for their 3 kids has been a lifesaver.
We would not have survived the pandemic if it hadn't been for our amazing au pair from Sweden. And now we are on our 5th au pair who is from Germany.
Launched as a cultural exchange visa program by the State Department in 1986, today about 29,000 young adult foreigners who meet the federal requirements like age and education live with American families for up to 2 years, caring for children in exchange for room and board, transportation, and educational expenses.
We're really excited to invite someone into our family that could help teach language, culture. These women truly become part of our families.
Ooh. And at an average cost of $25,000 a year, au pairs can be more affordable than most full-time nannies or daycare.
I think the biggest misconception is people think it's only for the uber rich, and it's really not. A lot of middle-class families in the United States hire au pairs.
But some experts say a Biden administration proposal meant to ensure that au pairs are paid fairly could price out up to 70% of families who use the program.
It could be devastating for the working families that currently rely on the au pair program for flexible childcare. And it will force some of those families into the already overcrowded daycare market.
The families that participate in this program are comprised of military families, teachers, first responders, medical professionals. And to have these families no longer have access to a program like this would be such a difficult situation, particularly at a time where we're really facing an unprecedented childcare crisis.
The proposed changes would reduce an au pair's work week from 45 hours to 40, unless parents pay time and a half for the additional hours. Schedule changes would have to be pre-approved by the au pair agency, and the current weekly stipend of $195 would be increased to match the minimum wage in the state where the host family lives.
Cora.
For Christine and Ken Lim Lee, that would be a deal breaker.
Living in New Jersey with one of the highest minimum wages, that was kind of shocking.
The Lim Lees say the proposed changes would triple the stipend they pay their au pair to watch their 2 toddlers to more than $600 a week.
It's not broccoli, but it's still yummy.
Would this price you out of the au pair program if these changes happen?
Yes, it would probably price us out for the program.
Massachusetts adopted similar rules in 2019 and saw a nearly 70% drop in the number of au pairs in the state.
You start taking this family home and turning it into a work site. You take this relationship between host parent and au pair, and it turns into employer-employee, a checklist mentality.
The State Department tells ABC News it is deeply committed to the au pair program and has an ultimate goal of increasing protections for au pairs and ensuring affordability for American families. Former au pair Carolyn Broker of Germany praises some of the proposed changes like higher pay, but says the relationships she made were priceless.
I'm still in contact after like 6 months with my host family. My host kid is just my little sister for me, and I'm a big sister for her. So having these experiences will just be with me for my lifetime.
So guys, how was your movie today? What have you watched?
For the Griffins, they'll have to find alternate childcare if the changes go through.
And it takes away a lot of the flexibility. It increases the price substantially, but I think it would be a shame. I think it's such a special thing in my kids' lives. So I feel like it'll just be a shame if other families don't get to experience that.
So many of us having to think about the costs of childcare is a real problem for a lot of American families. Our thanks to Alexis for that report. The State Department has extended public comment on the proposed changes to the au pair program until January 28th. The agency telling ABC News it will consider all comments before determining next steps.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.